30% of investors use debt to fund their investment and they are reaping benefits. Are you in the 30 or are you in the 70 that is still struggling to consider investing in debt? And if they do invest in debt, they underperform. In today's episode, we are going to see what you need to do different, or the rules that you need to have in place to make sure and just know now that you're ready to invest using debt. Debt is one of the most misunderstood tools of building wealth. Some people fear it completely, others abuse it and get destroyed, but wealthy investors treat it like a tool, not a lifestyle. They don't borrow to survive, they borrow to scale. So the real question here, how do investors use leverage carefully without going broke? Let's break it down. Hello good people, hope you're doing well. Jessie is my name and this is the Money and Growth Circle, where we are working towards financial peace and ultimately financial freedom. If this is your kind of content, you can consider joining the circle. If you would like to join our membership, we have beginners, which we call starter. We have the ones who have already picked momentum, and we have the ones who are progressing in investment, and the investors who have now grown in their investment journey. So whichever level you are in, make sure you join the membership circle that aligns with your current financial position, and let's grow the membership circle together. Let's get to the video. Leverage means using borrowed money to increase your investment capacity. For instance, if you want to join a special fund like Kuza Momentum, Etika, Mansa X, Avocap, Oak Special Fund, whichever, and you don't have the 100,000, the 200,000 they ask for as the minimum investment, then that will automatically tell you either have to wait to save or you can borrow. And in today's episode, we want to share the rules that you have to follow before you start investing using debt. Before we continue, the most important part that you need to understand is leverage does not create wealth by itself. It only amplifies outcomes. If the investment performs well, leverage accelerates your returns. But if the investment performs poorly, leverage accelerates your losses, because you're encountering both investment loss and the loan repayment obligation. Leverage is a multiplier, not a guarantee. Borrow for cash flow, not hype. Wealthy investors don't borrow based on trends, they borrow for cash flow. A business owner may take a loan to expand the business, open another branch, or increase inventory. Why? Because expansion is expected to generate predictable income. Rule number 2, the returns should be higher than the cost of debt. Remember to consider insurance, interest, and any other charges that you are charged for you to obtain that loan. This is where most beginners fail, because they have not done the maths to see that I am paying a loan at 16% and I'm getting a return of 10%. You're both getting a hit both from inflation and from the cost of debt. Is it even worth? Rule number 3, never over leverage. One of the biggest differences between wealthy investors and struggling borrowers is control of debt levels. You'll find a struggling borrower, they have good and bad loans all in one basket. You have taken loans for your consumables and you have a loan for your investment. So it is overwhelming you, because one of it is not giving you returns as you expected. The other one is just a bad debt, so it is giving you losses. Wealthy investors don't maximize on debt. They leave room for market downtimes, income fluctuations, and unexpected expenses. Over-leveraging can turn small problems into disasters. You don't fail because of debt. You fail because of too much debt that is overwhelming your finances. Rule number 4, you should always have a backup plan. Wealthy investors don't rely on one source of income. They plan multiple scenarios. They always ask, what if this investment underperforms? What if income drops? What if rates increase? And they prepare for those possibilities by leaving room for, in case the interest goes up, you'll still have capacity to repay the loan. Leverage without a backup plan is speculation, not investing. Rule number 5, use debt as a scaling tool, not a beginner tool. Wealthy investors don't start with debt. They use debt to scale something that is already working. They don't borrow to test. They borrow after a business is profitable, an investment strategy is proven, an asset is already generating income. Debt should accelerate success, not create it from scratch. So, reality check. Where do people go wrong? They think borrowing equals wealth. They think risk equals opportunity. And they think speed equals success. But in reality, debt without structure becomes pressure. Leverage does not fix financial discipline, it exposes it. So this is how wealthy investors use leverage carefully. They borrow for cash generating assets. They ensure returns exceed debt costs. They avoid over leverage. They prepare for downside risk and scale what already exists. That's the difference between wealth building and financial destruction. Let me know in the comment section. Leverage is a smart wealth tool, or it's too risky for most people. Like I said, in most instances, you find 70% struggling with it and maybe around 30% doing well with it. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. In our last 2 episodes, we have talked about investing using debt, and now we are done with the rules that you have to put in place before you start investing using debt. Let's engage in the comment section and let's hear your take. And in case you missed the last 2 episodes, make sure you check them out. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. See you on the next one. Bye.